going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a couple years since I've been on here. Had a couple kids in this past 3 years, I think it's been since I made a video. So I figured to jump back on here and maybe make some videos again. Do a little update on the C10 here soon. It's pretty far along since last time I did any videos. I think the last thing I did was like the frame prep. It's now running. I drove it for the first time a couple weeks ago, but we'll get to that later. Today we're going to work on my 99 Suburban. It's my dad mobile. I'll show a little video of it, what it looks like here. Alright, so here it is, my 99 Chevy OBS Suburban. It's got like 210,000 miles on it now, I think. I bought it a little over a year ago. Redid the front end, new control arms, QA1 coilovers on it. It's got the weld 22s, the same as I have on the C10. Just redid the front end where it's got the paint match bumper grill, brand new headlights. Deleted the trim off the doors, paint match rear bumper. Not long after I got it, I was hit at SeaWorld by a drunk guy in this back corner. So the bottom piece is a new quarter panel. It's been all painted. And yeah, that's pretty much all we've done to it. I got a 6.0 in the garage for it. I plan to build for it later. Today we're going to be doing an electric fan install. This thing runs and drives great. The AC is amazing in it until it hits like 100 degrees outside, and then it just doesn't cool super great. And I start to wonder if it's maybe because of my not getting enough airflow through the condenser to cool it down. So today we're gonna put two 16-inch Spal fans on it with a shroud, and we'll see if that makes a difference. It's also going to be paired with a Flexolite variable speed controller, fan controller, which gives it a soft start so it's not such a hard hit on the charging system. And yeah, so let's get started. Alright, we got all the old clutch fan stuff off, and here's our setup. It's an aluminum shroud off of a company in Georgia from eBay, and two 16-inch Spal fans. So, should be a pretty nice little setup in here. Actually give us more room, not that we really need it, but I'm going to get it probably nut certed up here at the top, and then probably down at the bottom. Put a couple of nut certs in it to hold it in there, and then we will work on wiring. Big surprise, it doesn't fit. Guess we're gonna have to get out the grinder and make it fit. got it in there. So just gotta drill a couple holes, get it mounted. I may just use the factory little clips and just use the factory bolts on it. Should be good enough instead of using nut certs. So let's get it mounted. Don't you just hate when you had a tool in your hand and then you set it down and then you can't remember where you set it down? Yeah, that's me 90% of the time I'm working on cars. I guess I'm blind. I don't ever see where I put it. What did I do with those pliers I just had? I used it to straighten that. Where the heck did they go? Wow, looking for the pliers are literally in my hand. Jeez. I'm cutting this washer off because it's too close to the bottom to have it. This will be temporary. I'm gonna go get some nicer looking bolts anyway. So we'll just cut the washer off of that thing. Get a better looking bolt that's not so long too. Doesn't need to be that long. Alright, there's the upper part. Oh, the lower part is solid. It's like hooked in between the frame and the original piece that the fan shroud's in, so I'm not even gonna mess with that. I'll pull all my might on it. I can't even get it to move. So I'll get some nicer bolts for this. Finish that off. I'm not worried about it right this second. So I guess now we will just get started on the wiring. What's going on, everybody? It's like 6 hours later. I had to save the wife at nap time. Both kids are sick. They were flipping out. So both kids are asleep now. I'm gonna start back on this. The fan's mounted up, so we're gonna jump on wiring it now. All right, so I plan on running 10 gauge wire for fan power and the actual controller power because that's what it recommends. Then I'm going to be running off a power wire going to the fuse box over here, and I'm probably going to redo my sub wire to also run off that same power lug over there. So probably just gonna start with the fan. I think I'm gonna mount this probably over here on the fender. I'll mount it tomorrow, but at least want to get it wired in today. I'll probably mount that like here and then figure out a way to loom the wires and run them so they look clean, hidden. Alright, so I'm going to be running my power basically on this power lug right here. It looks like there's 3. The main power, I'm assuming this one, I think this has trailer brakes on it. I'm assuming that where that one's going. I don't know about that one. But I'm going to put my power from my amplifier here instead of all the way to the battery. And I'm going Alright, so I just put the temperature probe in. That's what this was over here. I'm just going to cut the camera and wire this all up so for you guys to death. I also need to look up the instructions because I don't remember how this thing goes. So be right back. Alright, we're back. We got everything wired up. Still need to go through and loom it, but we got our positive, our negative, our fan positive, fan negative, our AC switched like a positive signal to turn the fan on when the AC runs. The black wire is our temp sender, and the blue wire is switch power that's run off a fuse tap in here. I just noticed my fan tap or fan negative wire fell out, so I'm going to redo that. Start the truck up, make sure this has power with the ignition switch, and then we will start it and see if it comes on with the AC.
An eternity later.
Alright, here it is 5 days later. Ordered a replacement fan controller. Pretty sure that one's gone bad. Every time the fans go to kick on, it kind of shuts off like a circuit breaker and turns back on like 10 seconds later. So I'm going to wire this in and see how it goes. Alright, with any luck, the new controller in it, this thing should work now. I have it wired up basically on an override, so the fan should kick on after its 5-6 second delay for you to start it, but I'm not going to start it just to see what it does. Hey, there we go. Now we got working fans. Alright, well that's pretty much it for how to wire up fans in OBS. This nice shroud from eBay, 2 16-inch Spal Fans. Got a Flexolite variable speed controller, which is pretty nice when it works. Apparently my old one just went bad from sitting because I've been in there forever. I have the AC hooked up to the signal wire in the harness. So now anytime the AC kicks on, the fan should kick on with it. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video, you guys. Turned out pretty good. It fit okay. I mean, I had to cut up the shroud to make it work, but other than that, it fit in there good. I only had to put the 2 bolts at the top. But just got to clean it all up still, loom it, hide all the wires, bolt them up. This will probably make a big difference if your engine was running hot. Mine's not, but hopefully, fingers crossed, it's gonna help cool the AC down when it's 1,000,000 degrees here in Florida. So I'm gonna test it out tomorrow and see how it goes. See you guys on the next one. Peace.